Everybody's talking at the comic spot. The comic spot. The comic spot. Everybody's talking at the comic spot. The comic spot. The comic spot. Linda's on the microphone, keeping it hot. Doing the interviews to thicken the plot. Give it a listen, cause you'll like it a lot. Or maybe not. At the comic spot. Everybody's talking at the...
Woo! It's Adam Dominguez. Hi, Adam.
Mazel tov. I'm not even Jewish, but mazel tov.
I'm only half Jewish, so I can only say that, I can only say mazel or tov. I can't say both.
Mazel shalom. No, wait, that's the same crap. Shows my education level.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's been good. It's been content monster, creating, filming everything. It never seems like there's a break. But just making this quarantine time and time to hang out with myself worthwhile. So
Do you drive yourself really hard like I do? Like we're self-motivated?
Oh yeah, I'm one of those that I can't be left to my own devices. I'm not trying to say idle hands are the devil's playground, but I'm pretty sure my idle hands would be, I'd rather them be all over my laptop than all over myself, because I'm getting bored of myself. There's only so many ways that I can discover you discover myself and be like, oh, this is a person I didn't know. And yeah, so I'm happy creating, I'm happy making videos, I'm happy. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is from my Roswell mug here.
Are you a two-fisted drinker like I am?
No, I don't have that experience to be double-fisted.
Thank you. I set you up. You're welcome.
You set them up, I'm about them out. But that's the we just got to constantly create. We're creative types, so we just got to constantly create and do stuff.
What's the funnest thing you've done on the internet creating content yet? Because I'll tell you what I find the funniest, but you tell me what's your funnest thing that you've done.
Personally, I mean, I've been really experimenting with a lot of different things. The online streaming that I've been doing on the I've been multi-streaming on my fan page and on Twitch, where I managed to tap into a new group of people, and I'm not doing the video games or anything. I'm just talking and I'm working out bits, and it's a lot of fun to wind up connecting with a lot of new fans who would have never ever seen me before, and just shooting the shit with them. I think today I just came off of stream earlier today for my hangover stream, and we were talking about sex ed. That's just what we were taught in sex ed. That's all we did. And I did that for about an hour and a half, and I was like, cool. Came up with some new material off of it, and I love it. I love that shit right now.
Yeah, I'll be honest, when I write a joke, I hear the punchline and then I'll take people out into the woods to deliver my punchline. That's how sick I am. You sit out on your porch and whisper premises, like you crank them out like it's nobody's business. You sit there with a cup of coffee and you're coming up with premises every time. It's so beautiful to see.
Yeah, it has garnered a lot of attention, which is I'm happy for. The My Morning Coffees, which were originally released Mondays and Fridays, and now they're Mondays and Thursdays. And I'll sit outside with my whiteboard. I have a whiteboard that I carry around with me, and I let my brain wander and come up with stuff. And it's non sequitur. It is very strange. It is very, very, very awkward. And then I'll bang them out, and then I'll say them for the first time. I think of it, I'll say it for the first time, film it. The reactions of me actually saying it out loud are genuine. Where I'm kind of very confused. I think the one that weirded people out, one of the first ones I guess that got popular, was the have you ever used your phone to watch porn, and right as soon as you're finished watching porn, you came all over yourself, and then you grab your phone and then you start going through Instagram and Facebook still with come on you, and then you think to yourself, do I do this to my other partners? And that was a genuine thought, and it's so confusing, but I mean, it's so
funny.
that happens, and these shits happen.
It's like you're giving your cell phone a personality, now becoming an object that's not inanimate anymore.
Yeah, and plus it's weird and obscure, and I'm a sucker for weird and obscure. I'm a absolute sucker for it.
What's really cool is when you're sitting out on your porch having a cup of coffee, you're like, welcome to the whatever morning coffee with Adam Dominguez, and you go, and you can tell that you're coming up with where to go with it in the moment. We're watching the creative process. So that is so cool to see. I don't see anybody else willing to open up and let you watch that.
I think after doing this and riding this grind for a bit, for the years and years that I have, I just reached the point where I don't care who sees how the sausage is made. I really don't care. I really don't care. I'm happy with people, throwing premises at me, and then I kind of just run with them, and then we see where it goes, and then I just end up confused at the end. And then if it works, it works. But it's honestly, it means, don't you feel like this keeps you creative? It keeps you a little sharp and prepped for everything, so when the stages come back, I won't feel like I lost too much, because I haven't stopped talking. We both haven't stopped talking. So
this bantering that I'm doing with other people in the business makes me feel like I'm keeping my responses, like my crowd work will still be on point, my ability to schmooze with people. And then when I go outside my door to where there's 51 veterans every day that I can tell jokes to, I can practice on them all day long, right there. I don't have to, so that's fun.
That's just, like I said, it's the whole deal. And I understand how comics are definitely feeling like they missed the stage so much, but I think I've said this 1,000 times before, like, you can be funny off stage and still just you don't have to abide by stage rules. You can seriously do whatever you want. It's do
your
whatever.
Crew, so many of them that you talk to they're not saying they're afraid to get on a Zoom show or a Zoom mic, but you wonder if it's afraid to fail in a totally unfamiliar environment. Like, that's too bad.
To be fair, I've done 2 Zoom comedy shows. The rest of it's like every day, at least, okay. Every day there's a brand new, fresh content that I put out, right? Whether I filmed it, sketched it, if it's something that's out there, I'm going to throw it out there. If I don't have a video that I'm ready to put out, I'll definitely stream later on. And I stream at a minimum of 2 hours a day, right? Of just talking to my chat and my fans and stuff. And they come in, and that's cool. It's super fun. But then when you wind up coming into comedy shows, I understand that they're worried because they can't hear the immediate gratification of laughter. And to be quite honest with you, like, you remember when they were releasing comedy albums and CDs and vinyls and all that stuff, right? The people who were listening to it whether they would laugh, you never got to hear them laugh. The people who were watching, you only heard the crowd. And then it's are you laughing? Is it funny because the crowd's laughing, or is it funny because do you genuinely find it funny? You know? And that kind of response, and knowing that what I'm saying is gonna be funny regardless or not, because it's funny to me, whether they agree with me or not. I don't have to stop and look at my phone and did they thumbs up? Did they like this? Are there haha emojis? Right? Fuck that. You can't have timeless comedy if you're looking for the instant. It's not gonna fucking work. It's totally not gonna work.
Oh, I love that. That's so smart. What would you like me to promote that you're doing? Mondays and Thursdays, you have your morning coffee.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that at noon?
So yeah, you can follow on my YouTube channel, Adam Dominguez Comedian, or my Instagram, which is Adam J Dominguez, the Twitter, the whole social media stuff, the Facebook fan page, everything goes up, everything's branded, Adam J Dominguez, and even on Twitch, if you don't want to do the fan page stuff, Twitch on there. I've got everything. If you follow the Instagram, the Facebook, you can see the daily sketches, which include the very popular My Morning Coffee at noon, which are usually released whenever I wake up. So it's usually around noontime, depending on wherever you're at. So like 11 o'clock here in Vegas, and then I'll make sure that it's kind of noonish for the rest of the states.
So you went through your social media so fast, I'm not sure I got it accurately.
Oh,
so,
it's Adam J Dominguez on everything.
Oh,
yeah.
What is Twitch? Because like I thought that was like a tweaker, but turns out it's an app.
It's a popular website that people can. It's predominantly video game players, but now it's expanded to where now people can just talk and do conversations a lot like this. And same thing with chat room. It's dedicated. You can get subscribers who will pay you money for special attention or any of that stuff. You can accept donations on from there. You can play. I can load up a YouTube video here and we can all watch it together. There's a lot more creative things that I can do on there. So I multi-stream, which I play one stream and it plays on both my Facebook and my Twitch account. So I can incorporate more of the fans in there. So I will do those normally at usually around 9 p.m. Pacific time, usually on, the plan is Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and then random streams here or there. Cool. Trust me, I've got a lot going on. It's I love the work.
So when we open up our floodgates and get to go out of our rooms, do you have anything that has been firmed up as a show where people can get out and catch you live?
Well, I guess we're going to see. We're scheduling up Hilarious 7 right now, which seems to be like the first one that'll be happening here in Vegas.
May 28th?
What I'm not sure was he's getting the lineups together, so we're all in talks. So we just gave availabilities for right now. So that is that. And then we also have, it hasn't been rescheduled. We don't know, depending on how this is going to go. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be rescheduled. But Colorado Springs, July 11th, 12th, and 13th. From what I understand, I got the location. I'll be in Colorado Springs, and then I will be back in my hometown of El Paso, Texas, for some shows. July 14th, 15th, and 16th, which will be my birthday.
Oh, so, happy birthday early, way early.
Way early.
It's better early than late. I might be late for last
year. No, I like my women early and never late.
As long as they come, that's the important thing.
So that happens. Yeah. So yeah, I'll keep everything updated, and you know how us comics are. We're gonna find out when we find out.
Yes, yes,
You know.
indeed.
So I'm excited, but I guess
Thank you so much for having coffee with me.
of course we're part of
I-
it. Clinks.
Clink, clink. I
Thanks.
remember meeting you my first week when I was scared to death to meet people in Vegas, and you've been nice to me every time I've seen you.
I
So
was also very drunk, and that means those are two things that I always am. Either very nice and very, very, very. I still remember that night too, because I was like, "What's up? What's going on here? Look at this girl in this little hot dress. What brings you to this place right now?" And, oh yeah,
good old Thunderbird.
yep, totally never forget.
Thank you so much, Adam Dominguez. See
All
you
right,
later. Go
love you
get
guys.
him.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody's talking.